monstrous...
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
My shoulders with spider-like fingers, black eyeless sockets, led straight into its mind.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two there. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
I believe something was left.
Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Living or dead.
Wasn't a lot
These things were all alien to it
about,
and meaningless.
Mr. Hedges.
Its present form was an approximation of its first victim, a homeless lady named Bethany. Bethany had lived a life of addiction.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
I don't know.
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I'd want you to tell me.
I will if I find out.
Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Nope.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Along the sides of my face and into my mouth.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Yes, what do you want? The Shores. Oh, you mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
What do
I
you
think
see?
she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
I thought there was something hidden in the picture or something.
What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
Yep. I heard of it earlier in this game.
Dorota saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands, or boyfriends, or girlfriends, I suppose. She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
Lasted just a moment, maybe a fraction of a second, before George was gone. Then the bag lady floated there, silent.
Can we talk about Mr. Hedges?
Do we really have to? Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it. Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me, bring me tea in bed.
Yeah. Hello?
The youths nodded to each
Okay.
other, took final swigs from their cans of beer, and strolled blithely down the pavement, tracking the pensioner. The old man reached the
Who was
entrance
that?
to an alleyway that led down past the churchyard. Halfway down the alley,
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a jaunt somehow. Lexi's locked in till late too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
thinning their strides, stepped into the road.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention the rota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was the Rota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Wait. So does that mean the one this time is after specific types of people? see. Description for the current victim was red hair and a music prodigy. So it could either be ginger people or people with skills. Does that mean Violet's next? Or it could be... no.
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveler is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Huh. Does that mean it can escape the same way? It can kill in this dimension and move to a different one? So no matter
Yes,
how hard we try.
disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing.
Oh.
So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Huh.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Cease. I sense
So
he has
basically,
slipped
you're a
into the
cult
dark of the
Scooby-Doo.
doorway.
Good to know,
The
Rand.
distraction path.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
From the clatter of the footsteps, there is only one person following me.
Huh.
That is good. Strong and used to getting stuck in.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
That's not funny, Zach. What if Sam heard?
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Money. I can work from home and no one misses me if I drop out of circulation for a week or two.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow.
I wholeheartedly
Now, I don't
agree.
know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
If I am, then why me?
That improved my
I've tried to be discriminating
opinion
in my
of you,
victims.
Rand.
No true innocents have been fed to
'Cause
the
I got
beast,
the
though
exact
that
same
first
vibes
time
from
was
this
pretty
dude.
close. But everyone since has put themselves in my
As
path.
soon as
It's
you
a way
mentioned
atrocity of it. It's barbaric.
how you describe
Self.
people,
The Slayer only takes those that the world is better off without.
Okay, so
Door,
Chief will
just a
probably give me
drunk taking a
some.
piss.
Nothing.
For a moment, I think the pass, but he, and it is always he, is just being careful before he doubles back. I take my time, leaning forward.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
Uh-huh.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
That's right. We exchanged a few pleasantries. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do...
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...?
It's for the case.
Of course.
Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
She helped out at a Rainbows group. I think it's like Cub Scouts for little kids. Did that with her mum. But, I don't know. Unless she was strangled by a 9-year-old.
Locating his elbow, blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away.
Okay, so you're right. Chief is out. Rain. There's no one I can really talk to with Rain. I want to get info. I could use you and talk. Let's try it.
He has fouled himself. I can filled with the hot blood. Body away, expecting it to flutter in the air, the torn wrapper of a toothsome morsel.
Yes, an idea.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically, you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes.
Yes.
By the
Do you
time
have
the
a
night was
picture
arrived,
of,
leaving me drained and depressed,
Oh.
and as I think about the weeks ahead of me,
Okay.
I pay the driver and head for the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by. Grimy
Rain's
glass.
not there.
Then there's another long. The
Chief
tiredness
isn't there.
dragging on, muscles taut with cramp.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota?
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here. Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you...
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
down the alley as fast as his arthritis would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation to his
Who else? I have to try Rain, huh?
times more he would have to do this.
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died.
What?
She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
Okay.
There. And then it kind of looks like the tag you get on the zipper.
Oh, you were right. Bronze again.
Bronze again. Okay. The bells are very cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
On
well,
them.
Yeah,
what kind of objects normally
definitely lean
have
towards
bells?
Violet as the killer. She has a freezer that can carry
Rain!
bodies.
I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Monroe, have you noticed any spirits station lately?
Ah.
So does it just invite bad?
Spirits just could be good. Yeah, I think I'm going to.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
Object I've just handed to you, B.
I have never seen anything like this. So, it feels heavy. I want to say, it's wooden.
Yeah. It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cap.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Now my theory is closer to Zach or Violet. She has the freezer. She doesn't know where she is and is taking antipsychotic drugs. But he has access to that house. Knows when people won't be there. And he has no alibi, so both are sketchy. Whew. Well, I'm leaving this one here. Hope you had